Welcome back from the break. Many thanks for staying with us. Now to our News in Focus segment. Irene Ainin sits with the Joy Learning Cost Accounting Facilitator, Madam Judith Oforiwa Afari, who narrates the journey so far in the teaching profession.
Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Edu News 360 in Focus segment right here on Joy Learning TV. My name is Irene Ainin. Here on In Focus segment, we get to celebrate the achievements accomplished by people as well as organizations contributing massively towards the country's educational sector. Last week, we brought you an interview of a Joy Learning teacher. He shared with us how his journey began. Today, we also have an interview with Madam Judith Afari. She's here to tell us about her life, how her teaching journey began, and also how she got enrolled in Joy Learning TV as coming part of the facilitators here on Joy Learning TV. So go know where this interview is going to be interesting and as well as educative. Stay with us. Hello, Madam Judith.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're always welcome.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know you as a teacher on Joy Learning TV and also a teacher at Accra Academy. Can you tell us who Judith is?
Wow. Judith. As you initially mentioned, I am Judith Oforiwa Afari.
Okay.
The last of among my siblings, and I started schooling at at St. Peter's Primary. We know the PESCO. They also had their JHS, so that's why I started schooling. And then I moved to Accra to continue my JHS with St. Mary's, and then to Agri Memorial for my SHS level, and then to Takoradi Poly for HND, and then after I moved to UCC for my first degree, and then finally also at UCC for my master's in finance. So far, that has been my educational background. And then after school, I worked as a gym instructor with Coco Boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They have this gym there for their staffs to help them improve their health. You know, they have the hospital as well. So to reduce the number of workers that goes to the hospital, they actually established the gym there for the staff. So I was there as their gym instructor throughout my service and all. And I was there as a contract staff for some time until they changed their managers, and then the contract ended, and then that is where my teaching journey began.
Okay, so let's talk about your days in the senior high school. What kind of student was Judith? Were you the cool type or you were the hey type? What kind of student were you?
Maybe I will say I was intermediate. I wasn't too cool and not too hey. I was kind of the church girl type, you know. You get to SHS first year and they give you executive position, so, you know, you can't actually do much. But I was a sports girl, so I was actually more into the sports aspects, and I didn't like class. Right? I always wanted to be seen on the school field because my dad was also the sports master for PESCO. So among my siblings, I was the one more into the sports. And even as to now, I'm still into sports. I'm playing the tennis at this level. So.
Oh, okay, wow. So were there any challenges you faced in a senior high school? Or you had it very smoothly?
With our SHS level, our time, our school mothers and fathers were like, yeah, grandfathers. So, you know, when the bullying was too much over there. I remember a senior actually stepped on my leg just because I went for training and I didn't partake in the scrubbing of the bathhouse and all that. I had to go and report to the senior house mistress, and after being punished, you know, she got her eyes on me, and you can imagine the rest, you know. But all you know, I didn't have a lot of challenges at SHS level.
But then aside the bullying aspect, in terms of finance, like in terms of money, everything, you got your school fees and all that.
My school fees, my mom did her best to do that, yeah. She was the only person taking care of us as she got separated with my dad. So, but she made sure our education first before any other thing. So I didn't encounter anything when it comes to fee paying. Everything was smooth.
Wow. Okay, so what course did you study at senior high school?
Accounting.
Accounting.
I always wanted to be a business student. wanted to be an accountant in future, so I did accounting all my life. It has been accounting.
So how did teacher set in, or you wanted to be a teacher and then teach that subject?
Well, you know, growing up, you say you want to be this, you want to be that, but as we journey on, things change. Right after I left Board, I think I was home for some time. Then this double track came in and they needed teachers on board. And I just applied, I tried my luck. I didn't have the vision of becoming a teacher though, but I tried. My mom is a teacher and my dad too, as I said, was a sports master at St. Peter, so means both parents are teachers. So my dad was okay, I should try and see how it works. So I just applied as my colleagues were all applying. So God being so good, I had it. I actually first was posted to Odogono
Senior High.
Yes, Odogono Senior High to teach physical education.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I actually taught physical education at Odogono for 2 months. You know, the double track came in 2018. So I did the teaching for 2 months. And then when it was time for us to go to controller for them to work on our salary, they said, for you to teach physical education, unless you have done hyper, as in you did the course itself, so they wouldn't allow that. So Odogono was actually supposed to do internal arrangements, and they said the business department was full. Then I moved to Margaret Mary. Also, I got there and they said the place is full. So I was home for 1 month, that's in January 2019. Then the regional called that, academy is a bit free. They needed a management and costing teacher, so I had to move to Accra Academy. So that's how I got to Accra Academy.
Okay, so but why did you stop? Why did you quit doing accounting? Because you wanted to be an accountant. So what changed? Is it because after school you didn't get posting and all that? Yeah,
that's why I said as we grow, things change.
Yeah,
and so I got into teaching, I developed the passion, you know.
So no, at what point did you realize you wanted to be a teacher?
Immediately I got the chance to be a teacher, I have to, you know, some got the chance to do it, but they actually don't want to do it. So they are there because they are supposed to be. But for me, immediately I got the appointment, things changed.
So that means you did your service while also in a school, I mean teaching?
Or? No, I didn't do my service. I did my service at Board. In the account office, yeah. Billing department, to be precise.
Okay. Yeah. But don't you regret having a regret being a teacher now, as you speak?
No, for my passion now, teaching them and encounter with the kids, it's been amazing journey. So I don't regret. As I said, my mom is a teacher and my dad is also a teacher. So it's like the journey goes on.
And besides, you are teaching at Bleo, so that was
yeah, with the encounter with the boys too. It's been fun. Initially, when I got to the school, I was a bit shy and scared of the guys because all of the guys I was seeing were like, oh, they look at you in a way that you get scared. But so when I got to Accra Academy, I was always working with the male teachers, so the guys were actually worrying me. So I had to do that for some time. But for now, I think I'm used to them.
So when you say worrying you, in what sense?
Oh, you meet a student and you'll be like, hey, madam, I like you. Like some will actually say it straightforward. They wouldn't hide it. They will tell you they are not kids. And when I got there to, some saw me as a little girl, like I'm closer to their age. I had an encounter. A student told me he's 20 and he thinks I'm like 22 or 23, so he can actually marry me. It's normal. Like, and I received love letters also. Some have the courage to bring the letter, you know. There was a time I was doing when I was having my master's, that was recently. I opened my door and there was a note under, and it was a letter, like
from a student.
From a student, they do it. So that's what they do. But you know, nothing can happen. They are just our boys. At their age, it will come. That's how they feel. Immediately they leave school, that's all. They won't even recall there was a teacher like that. So you just have to let them be, just advise them and then you move on.
Okay, so was that the same experience you had way in Odogono Senior High School?
Oh, Odogono, because it was a mixed school, it was normal. Like they have their female partners there with them in class. So, but for the male school, they are not seeing any ladies. We, the female teachers, they see. So, we are the ones in trouble.
Okay. So, do you remember the first day you entered the classroom? I mean, at Accra?
Oh,
I
remember Odogono when I entered and the whole class, they were all shouting. Like, I stood there for like almost 5 minutes.
And why were they shouting?
I don't know.
Like,
madam, like that kind of like, oh, I stood there, like I was actually shy. The way they were shouting and giggling and all that, I was just standing there. But for academy, anytime I entered the class, I don't know if I'm sure they saw me coming. So anytime I entered the class, the whole class was quiet. Like, I saw be a mom alarm. Like, get that, yeah. So, but you know, you enter the class and you feel tense. I sat dictating notes for some time, and I think I got to the calculating part, and they started, Madam, right, Madam, right, Madam, right. I'm like, hey, which one is right? So I got up to write, and like, shh. They started, Wendy Shea. You're like, hey, Wendy Shea. They started giving me names, Miss V, Wendy Shea, like all sort of names. Like, okay, I realize what I'm teaching, they don't pay attention. They are just looking at me. Like, they are looking at your posture, your stature, like all those things. So I was actually a bit heavier than this when I got to academy. But I decided to slim down a bit because they are not learning. They are just looking at me.
So you decided to slim down for a student?
Yes. And even when I saw that, the student met me and I'm like, Madam, why are you reducing our motivation? I'm like, oh, wow. Get that thing. I'm reducing your motivation. Like, okay. It's been nice. It's been nice being a teacher. Like, okay. They encourage us to learn more and then push harder. You know.
So here lies the case where they focus more on you because you are nice and all that. How was their performance in terms of examination, your class test? Do they perform more?
One problem we have with at Accra Academy is some of the students join the school with the intention of being a football personality, with the academy being there, or probably because Asamoah attended Accra Academy.
Oh, wow.
With the academy, they think it's a football academy. So we have the extremely good students and those who are not performing. And when you go into detail, you realize that those who are not performing, they actually came there because of sports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so sometimes we have to advise them, either you would try your best and go through it, or you quit and go and focus on the sports. But so far, it's been good. Actually last year, my subject topped the whole school after the examination.
Congratulations.
Came out. Yeah, so I think we are performing. It's not just about they looking at me. I told myself I'm not going to wear trouser to the school again, so I stopped wearing. I used to dress like you dress, official, tucking like that. But I stopped. I go with the straight flare kind of dress.
But
so
still cry.
Oh, they will look, but you know, you just have to reduce everything so that the focus won't be on you, but it will be on what you are teaching. But I think so far it's been good. They are performing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how did your appointment setting here at Joy Learning?
Oh, that one. I was there one day. I received a call from, I don't know. I didn't know it was Dennis.
Okay.
So, I'm looking for a costing teacher. So, you know, most of the time parents call. So I even saved the name student classes. Actually, that's how I saved the name. Then the next thing is send your CV for, and I was like, okay. So I think one of my teachers who also teaches here, that's Sir Walter, called me and asked if I received any call from, and I said yes. And so, okay. He gave my number out to one of the staff from NCA, right, to call. So it follows like that. I sent the CV. Then he said he needed a picture. I sent the picture. Then the next thing was for us to meet here at Joy for a discussion. So we came and there was a briefing we had. And then we had to go into the studio to practice. It just started like that. We came and we went through the studios for the practice. Few of the teachers went through it, how to stand and do the recording and all that. And that was all. That's how it happened. And I think it was a breakthrough for us because there are a number of teachers in Ghana, and to be called to be one of the Joy Learning teachers is a great opportunity for us. And so far, I think I've learned a lot being on TV teaching, and it has improved my teaching skills because you can't stand here teaching with our students and you just have to presume you are in the classroom teaching. And then when you go to the classroom, it's a different feel altogether. It has improved. Now I can sit at home and actually teach people, just behind. I can use some of the slides I use here, send it to a student who have classes with me just to go through before I meet you or something. It's been good so far.
So weighing the challenges at Accra Academy, as in terms of teaching and then teaching on Joy Learning TV, are there any difference?
For the difference there will be, because it's one thing standing in front of your student teaching, and another just being on TV. Because on TV we don't have any audience
in front of you,
so you just have to be saying, "Are you okay? Yes, madam," or to yourself. But in the class, at least you get the response. When I'm in the classroom, I go around. I can actually see what my students are doing and correct them. But on TV, you don't know who is watching. Or to even, you just have to assume that you have your audience at hand watching, and then you know all is well. But in the classroom, though there are challenges, yet you see your students and then you can correct them if there is any challenges.
Okay. So what keeps you going?
A lot. I saw my mom doing everything all by herself, though my dad supported at the beginning, and then at the latter part, because there was a stepmom, mom has to do everything. So I told myself I have to make this woman so proud. So I had to push to the top. I'm still schooling. I'm not done. I just finished.
You're still schooling even after masters.
Yeah, I'm yet to go for the PhD. I think that will be the last one I want to do, because I want to move from the SHS level to university, be a full lecturer. Like, so.
And which university are you considering?
Even in Ghana, there I may go back to UCC or IP.
Your mind is not even in Ghana.
Oh yes, because
by UCC or IPMC, did you say?
No, UPSC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean UPSC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So either of the two, if not out of Ghana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I'll be in Ghana.
Hey, Madam Judith is not going to be in Ghana in 5 years' time.
Oh yes, we have to. The economy is hard and everyone wants to go. So,
but wherever you go to, you're still going to continue with a teaching career.
That's a big question. And because of that, I didn't do my master's in education. I actually followed the accounting. That's in case I'm not in Ghana. I need a certificate that can...
So that means you are still reconsidering going back into being an accountant.
Ghana,
okay, the teaching will continue.
But if not, because I heard someone saying, oh, if you're a teacher outside, especially when you're black, the children don't respect you. Like that kind, when you enter the classroom, they can even tell you're a monkey and all that kind of thing. So when I travel, and aside the teaching too, I do makeup, I do beads. So when you travel, at least you should have something entrepreneurial you are doing. So can keep you going. So when I'm not in the classroom, I am in my studio.
So you're making money everywhere.
By God's grace, small you'll get there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So there are students out there who want to be a teacher or teachers, but they have this perception about the teaching job not being lucrative and all that. What advice do you have for such students?
To my audience out there, my lovely student out there, you always have to follow your passion first, because passion will help you build your strength. If you want to be a teacher and you don't have the passion to teach, you won't. If you listen to the lucrative parts, then you can't be a teacher. They always say our reward is in heaven, but I know God blesses us in diverse ways. Because I know most of our colleague teachers all have other stuff that is helping them become the millionaire you see them. It's not just about the teaching. It means if you are not getting that money from the teaching, God will bless you in another angle. I didn't see myself opening a makeup studio, but I did it, And it's a gradual process.
So they can still be teachers and then
because
learn
children
skill.
have a special blessing. So once you devote your time for them, God will bless you in another way. So don't look at the creative aspect, chase your dream, and I know you become a better person in future.
And your final words?
And my final words is to thank Joy Learning for such a great opportunity. I didn't see myself teaching on TV. I know most of my students will say, hey, madam, the way you dress, the way we see you, you should be a banker. They keep telling me that, but being on TV has improved my skills in 1,000 ways. Even my speaking, communication skills has changed. So to Joy Learning, I say God bless you for such opportunity, giving we all teachers on your program. And for our 3 years anniversary, I say may God continue to lift us high and lift the name of Joy Learning high. Thank you, and thank you once again.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. So viewers, that will be all for this week's edition of the EduNews 360 in Focus segment right here on Joy Learning TV. My name is Irene Edubia Ainin. See you same time next week. Till then, it's Joy Learning. Keep learning.
Now, let's give you updates of programs we air here on Joy Learning TV. Let's go straight to trivia riddles. Finally, the riddle battle is over. Make a date with Timakunkum on Sunday, 8th January 2023 for the monthly draw to select 3 ultimate winners.
It's here again! Oh la la! Your favorite riddle program is back again. It is time for another thrilling moment with the Joy Learning Trivia Riddles Reloaded. Where are the cruciverbalists? It is time to show us what you've got. Are you the Picture Riddle Monday or the Mathematical Tuesday riddle type? How well do you perform with the Joy Learning Riddle Wednesday? At 12 noon sharp. It's the Joy Learning Trivia Riddles Reloaded. Joy Learning, keep learning.
Whose birthday are you celebrating this January? Send us your messages. Let's Joy Learning wish that special person for you.
It's time to wish your loved ones well on that special occasion. Is it the birthday or anniversary of your child, friend, classmate, your schoolmate, your teacher, or non-teaching staff of your school? The all-new JL Birthday Wish by Ghana's #1 educational TV channel hits your regular classroom screen. And as usual, it is time for Jack to play and have fun. It has been made easy for you, and this is how. Send a picture of your loved ones. Add their names, school, and location, and a heartwarming birthday message. And finally, follow us on official Joy Learning TV on Instagram, like the JL Birthday Wish post, and tag 5 friends. Send it to our WhatsApp line 0247 108 738. And voila! Your birthday wish will be aired on Joy Learning TV and all our social media platforms. Learning is made fun with the JL Birthday Wish. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
Many thanks for staying with us. Catch me same time next week. And don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Facebook and Twitter at Joy Learning TV and on Instagram at Official Joy Learning TV. My name is Anita Yayak Beku. Joy Learning. Keep learning.